Hey guys, Tactical Minds here. And whether you're religious, believe in psychics, or just looking what's going on around you, chances are, unless you got your head buried in the sand somewhere, you understand we're living in some very dangerous times, right? With all the talks between Russia, Ukraine, World War III, nuclear war, there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? And while we hope that none of these things come to fruition, my ideology is always prepared for worst, hope for the best, right? So today we want to talk about one little thing that maybe you have not thought about, and that's getting to know the neighbors. Neighbors. All right. Anyway, so a couple of reasons to get to know neighbors, right? Reason one, if your neighbor is a sociopath, cannibalistic maniac, you're probably going to want to know that before they come knocking on your door asking to borrow some sugar and you let them in. Might be the last time you ever lend sugar out to anybody, right? All right. So another thing is obviously, listen, I don't care how badass you are, how prepared you think you are. You're not going to lone wolf a survivor scenario. It's just not going to happen. I promise you, because one thing that everybody has in common, if you're by yourself, is you're going to have to sleep, and you are very vulnerable when you sleep. I'll share more about a personal story of mine later where I was beaten literally within an inch of my life in my sleep and live to talk about it. But one thing that I walked away with that is truly understanding just how vulnerable you are when you sleep. And again, you're going to need to sleep. Okay, guys, past 48 hours, I promise you're going to need it. So, getting to know those neighbors now, right? Making those good relationships now, know what kind of people they are. So, if they do come knocking on the door, whether you want to answer or not, right? But having them as friends is strength in numbers. Okay. So, going into what we were saying before, right? You're going to sleep at night, right? So when you're going to sleep, you're vulnerable. Well, you have your neighbors with you and stuff. You guys are sleeping in shifts. While somebody's sleeping, somebody is holding security on the door. By holding security on the door, I mean somebody's making sure that if somebody's going to come into your home and try and steal your preps, try and hurt you, try and take what you have, which, let's be honest, if it's a survival end game scenario, everybody's looking to survive. Okay. It doesn't matter, all morality has gone out the window for the most part at that point, right? So you're going to want somebody protecting that door and knowing that while you're sleeping, somebody is holding that security, making sure that you're not going to get your head blown off while you're asleep. All right. Now that also carries over into what happens if we're going out and we're looking for, food, water, other things like that, right? Having a team in numbers, right? Sometimes just having a three-man team can help provide 360 security awareness. Now, what do we mean when we say that, right? Well, if you're out there by yourself, you're looking in one direction, right? Your head's down looking for food. You know where it's not looking? It's not looking, scanning left and right, up and down, back and forth for bad guys, right? You can't see everything at all times around you. So having just a small group of three people with you will allow somebody to watch, your right, your left, your rear, having somebody scanning for bad guys. One or two guys are scanning for bad guys while you or somebody else is looking for, whether it's something you're going to hunt like a deer or something like that, looking for food on the ground, whether it's edibles, something like that, or looking for water. It's just going to help you more to have those strength in numbers. Another thing that's going to be good is that you can be prepared all you want. Okay, you can have all the preps in the world. You think you have all the ammunition in the world, all the weapons, all the food, everything. I promise chances are there's something you have not thought about. Okay. However, your neighbors may have. So you guys will be able to trade and barter and share your preps. Okay. Along with that also goes knowledge, right? Your neighbors are going to have knowledge in some things that you don't have knowledge at. You may be a better tactician when it comes to weapons and tactics and things like that. Your neighbor may be better when it comes to more advanced survival, first aid, and medical stuff, right? You may be really good at another thing. Your neighbor may be really good at being a handyman. I myself am not a handyman. They may be really good at working on cars. They may be good at lots of other things that you're not good at, and vice versa. So the two of you together being able to share that will help to ensure that you guys are going to survive together. It's just a lot easier than trying to do it by yourself. A true tactician knows that there's always something you can learn from somebody else. And the second you think you don't have anything to learn from somebody else, I promise you at that time, you're done. Okay. Anyway, these are just some really good reasons why to get to know your neighbors now, because when shit does hit the fan, everybody's going to come with open arms. Everyone's going to come with smiles on their faces and pretend to be the good guy, right? Because they want what you have. So you're not going to know their intentions at that time. So you want to get to know them now so that their intentions are pure when it does come to that. Along with that, also be careful. Don't reveal all your preps. Don't go bragging about the fact that you've got all the weapons and ammunition and food in the world. Because trust me, when it comes to a survival situation, everybody's looking to do just that, survive. If they've got kids and they've got a family and you don't, trust me, people are going to do really horrible things they wouldn't normally do to help their family and, get along in survival. So anyway, these are just some things to think with you and consider. Okay. Thanks again for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, guys. Thanks again. Stay safe, stay tactical, stay dangerous, get to know your neighbors. Have a nice day.